Hey, what's up? My name is JJ and today I'm taking a look at the Paul C Timmy overdrive. And this pedal has been widely discussed on many internet forums and it is said to be one of the greatest overdrive pedals in the world. You will not come across a pedal like this in your local music shop, I think, because this is a true boutique pedal. And what that means is that it's handmade by, one man, and usually you can only order directly from that guy. That guy is Paul Cochrane from the US, and you can order from him by sending him an email or phoning him. But mind you, if you're in Europe like me, you would have to get up very early, 2 a.m. or something, in order to reach him. You're going to end up on a waiting list, and then after a few months or maybe even longer, you will get the pedal and you get to enjoy these wonderful so-called transparent overdrive sounds. Sometimes Paul makes a bigger batch of Timmys in a certain color for a certain internet dealer. This is one such edition. It's blue sparkle. I got this used. So without further ado, let's have a listen. Okay, let's explore the Timmy pedal for a bit. I've set both of the EQ controls, the bass and the treble, to the 0 position, and that means that these cut controls are off. The gain is also turned to minimum and my volume control is at about 1 o'clock, and this should give me unity gain. I'm playing on a Telecaster into a Blackstar HT1R, a 1 watt valve amp, and I'm pushing the amp a little bit into breakup because, well, only then you can really hear how transparent the Timmy is or is not. Here's my clean sound. Here's with the Timmy engaged. Now with the EQ control set to minimum and the gain set to 0, you can also get a clean boost. So I'm going to turn the volume knob up to about 3 o'clock. See? So here's with the Timmy off. So a pretty flat EQ clean boost. Let's turn the volume knob to 12 o'clock and increase the gain. And let's put it halfway. With the EQ control still set to minimum and volume is at 12 o'clock. Let's cut some of the bass in the high end. Okay, now I'll turn the gain up to 3 o'clock. Okay, now let's put the treble control back to the 0 position and put the bass control to 9 o'clock. So the bass is cut more and the treble is on full. Okay, now I'm going to turn the gain up full. Okay, now let's turn the bass cut all the way down so here all of the bass is coming through. Now let's try out different clipping options. I'll put the gain back to 12 o'clock, put both of the EQ knobs back to their 0 position. I was playing in the down position on a 3-way toggle, which is an symmetrical clipping mode. Let's turn it in the up position for asymmetrical clipping. So again, back to the down position. Back in the up position. To me that sounds like the difference between a Tube Screamer and a Boss SD1. Here is just the middle position, and let's roll off some of the bass and roll off some of the treble and add some more gain. Okay. Let's turn the gain all the way up in the asymmetrical position with the bass cut and the treble cut. Turn down the guitar's volume control. Right, so what does that even mean, transparent overdrive? You read it everywhere on the internet, and there are also manufacturers that even use it in their product descriptions. But in order to understand what transparent overdrive means, it's important to realize that there are different types of overdrive pedals. The first of which would be the tube screamer type overdrive pedal, which is designed to push an already overdriven amp or an amplifier that's on the verge of breakup into more distortion. And those pedals always have a strong mid-range emphasis, which is great if you're playing in a band. The guitar is a mid-range instrument anyway. So with bass and drums and keyboards, it's going to help you cut through. It's also a great solo booster, of course. Then the second type of overdrive pedals, in my opinion, would be the pedals that are best used as a standalone, such as the full tone OCD. And those pedals sound great on their own, also into an overdriven amp, but they sound like an overdriven amp in a box, really. And then there are transparent overdrive pedals, like the Timmy pedal or like the Klon Centaur that I demoed a while back. And those are for the players who like their amp's overdriven sound, but they basically want more. They want a larger than life copy of that sound. So it's got to have a very flat EQ response, and the Timmy is designed to do just that. It has cut style EQ controls. That means that when you roll them all the way down, there is no cut. And when you roll, for instance, the treble control up, it's going to cut the treble. So if your sound is too bright, just roll up the treble until it sounds good to your ears. The bass control works the same way, only the bass control is pre-distortion. You would typically want to have the bass control all the way down, but for higher gain settings you would have to roll it up, or else it's going to become muddy. It's also got a three-way toggle switch for different clipping options, two for symmetrical clipping and one for asymmetrical clipping. The question remains, does it exist, transparency in overdrive pedals? My opinion is that you're always going to hear that there's a pedal in between your guitar and amp when you're using it. Of course, when you use a fuzz pedal, that's all you're going to hear. It's going to sound different with a different guitar and amp, but basically you hear fuzz, right? If you use an overdrive pedal, you're always going to hear some sort of coloration, but some pedals are just more transparent than others. If you read Dave Hunter's Tone Manual, which is an excellent read, if you don't know that book, I highly recommend you read it if you're a tone freak like me. He says that transparency does not exist, and the closest way to achieve transparency is just to solder your pickup to your amplifier, which I thought was a fun little fact, but it also means, go figure. If you want transparency, don't use any pedals, just get the amp to do it for you and get the shortest cable possible if that's what you're after. If you've never seen the documentary Fuzz, the Sound That Revolutionized the World, go to fuzzthemovie.com. It's also an excellent watch, and you can hear different pedal manufacturers talk about their designs of fuzz pedals, but also overdrive pedals. There's also a lot of talk about the Timmy and transparency, stuff like that. So go check that out. Up next, I will let you hear how the Timmy sounds with humbuckers. I'm playing on my Epiphone Les Paul, made in Korea, into the same amp, the Blackstar HD1R, and I haven't touched the knobs on the amp. And here's just the amp. And on the Timmy, volume is at 1, gain is at 3, and both of the EQ knobs are set to minimum, so no bass and treble cut, and the toggle switch is in the up position. Check it out. Let's cut some of the bass, put that at 10 o'clock. Alright, let's turn the gain up full, cut some more of the bass, put that at 1 o'clock, and let's cut some treble, put that at 9. Last up, let's put that toggle switch in the down position with these last settings. So you want my opinion on the Timmy pedal? It's a great overdrive pedal, you know, and it's very transparent as far as transparency goes. It's got enough gain for most situations. With the toggle switch, you have tons of different clipping options as well. The cut style controls take a little getting used to, but they work great. The taper is very smooth. You can also use it as a clean boost, which is great. It looks cool, and well, it's a great overdrive pedal. Is it worth the money? I don't think so. There are lots of different overdrive pedals that are more affordable, and in the end, transparency is only really noticed by the well-trained ear. And if you play in a band, nobody's going to notice that you're playing a Timmy. So on the one side, it's a great overdrive pedal. On the other side, it's going to take you a lot of legwork to get one. It's going to cost you a lot of money to get one. So if you're on a budget, definitely look somewhere else, and there are tons of great overdrive pedals in the, you know, the $50, $60 price range. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe. See you next time. JJ out.